Okay, guys. Today I want to talk about Joel. Specifically, give me just a second here. Um, Chapter or Bible chapter Joel or the chapter Joel in the Bible. I want to talk about it, and because yesterday it was weighing on me. So give me just a second here. I am going to try to minimize myself here and see what I can do. All right, works for me. Um, that way I can enlarge a little bit. So I want to go to um Joel first book of Joel, or chapter 1, sorry. um and it says, oh shoot, what did I do? What did I do? Anyway, hear this, you elders, listen, all who lived in the land. Has nothing like this ever happened in your days? Um, uh, in your days or in the days of your ancestors. Tell it to your children, and let your children tell it to their children and their children to tell it to the next generation. What the locust swarm has left, the great locusts have eaten. What the great locusts have left, the young locusts have eaten, and the young locusts have left. Other locusts have eaten. Wake up, you drunkards, and weep. Wail, all you drinkers of wine, wail because of the new wine, for it has been snatched from your lips. A nation has invaded my land, and a mighty army without number. It has the tooth of a lion, fangs of the lioness. It has laid waste It has laid waste in my veins and ruined my fig trees. It has stripped off their bark and thrown it away, leaving their branches white. Mourn like virgin sackcloth, grieving for the betrothed of her youth. Grain offerings, drink offerings are cut off from the house of the Lord. The priests are in mourning, those who minister before the Lord. The fields are ruined, the ground is dried up, the grain is destroyed, and new wine is dried up. The olive oil fails. Despair, you farmers, wail, you vine growers, grieve for the wheat and the barley, because the harvest of the field is destroyed. The vine is dried up of the fig tree, and the fig tree is withered. The pomegranate, the palm, and the apple tree, all the trees of the field have dried up. Uh, The vine has dried up, the fig tree is withered. Okay, sorry. All the trees of the field are dried up. Surely the people's joy is withered away. I really want to get into what exactly we're being told and why. So verse 12, chapter 2 of Joel says, "Even now declare the Lord's, return to me with all your heart, with fasting and weeping and mourning. Rend your heart and not your garments. Return to the Lord your God, for he is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abounding in love, and he relents from sending calamity. Who knows? He may turn and relent and leave behind a blessing, grain offerings, drink offerings for the Lord your God. Blow the trumpet in Zion and declare a holy fast. Call a sacred assembly. Gather people, consecrate the assembly. Bring together the elders, gather the children, those nursing at the breast. Let the bridegroom leave his room, the bride her chamber. Let the priests who minister before the Lord weep between the portico and the altar. Let them say, spare your people, Lord. Do not make your inheritance an object of scorn, a byword among the nations. Why should they say amongst the peoples, where is their God? And this is the Lord's answer. Then the Lord was jealous of his land and took pity on his people. The Lord replied to them, I am sending you new grain, new wine, and olive oil, enough to satisfy you fully. Never again I will make you an object of scorn to the nations. I will drive the northern horde far from you, pushing it into a parched and barren land. Its eastern ranks will drown in the Dead Sea, its western ranks in the Mediterranean Sea. Its stench will go up, its smell will rise. Surely he has done great things. Do not be afraid, land of Judah. Be glad and rejoice. Surely the Lord has done great things. Do not be afraid, you wild animals, for the pastures in the wilderness are becoming green. The trees bearing their fruit, the fig tree and the vine yield their riches. Be glad, people of Zion. Rejoice in the Lord your God, for he has given you the autumn rains because he is faithful. He sends abundant showers, both autumn and spring rains as before. The threshing floors will be filled with grain. The vats will overflow with new wine and oil. I will repay for the years of the locusts have eaten. The great locust, the young locust, the other locust, and the locust swarm, my great army that I sent among you. You will have plenty to eat until you are full, and you will praise the name of the Lord your God, who has worked wonders for you. Never again will my people be shamed. Then you will know I am in Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and that there is no other. Never again will my people be shamed. I really, really, really wanted to speak on this because I don't know what it was, but I guess somebody needed to hear Joel. I don't know. I just do what I'm told. I just do what I'm told. He told me Joel, and I went and read it. And that's exactly what I do. When I'm told to do something, I do it. So there's that. But let me be clear about something. My life hasn't always been this way. I haven't always been blessed. I haven't always lived in the light. I haven't always lived in the Lord. But what I will tell you is this. So even if I haven't, I still believe in him. I still preach his word. I want to preach it, and I live by this. I eat it, I breathe it, I sleep it. It's just me. That being said, I haven't always lived this life, but I live it for him. And I always thank him, and I always he just blesses me in so many ways that I can't even tell you. He blessed me when I had my daughter, and truth be told, I wasn't supposed to have her. They said that she wasn't growing, and they said that more than likely I would miscarry my daughter. I did not. I constantly prayed to Jesus and God and everything, and he healed what was meant for me. And so now I take that into my life, and he said, I gave you a daughter. Because I asked, did I ask for this? Can I handle it? And I asked, and he said, I gave you a daughter because you needed a friend. Because you needed to know what love was actually like without judgment, without the mind not playing tricks, but without restriction. And so I learned very quickly it was a thing, and she's the whole reason I love people, even if they're angry, they're mad, whatever. She's the sole reason I have learned to love in such a way that I don't see anger. I don't see it. I don't feel it. I just love and forgive, and she has taught me that. But it was God who did the work for me. I did the work of having her and carrying her, but he did the work of creating her. He did the work of this is what's supposed to happen. And it's funny because before my daughter was born, I had a dream. And in my dream, there's this little blonde girl. She had bright blue eyes, like you can't imagine. And when I say bright blonde hair, I'm talking bright blonde hair. Like my nephew. That's a different story. Anyway, so she had bright blonde hair, blue eyes, and I want to say it was Jesus, but I'm not really sure. I remember meeting her, and he said, someone told me, this is your daughter. This is who you're this is the spirit of your daughter. And they put before I had my daughter, I met her. I met her in her spirit form, and I have to say, I I've seen a lot of things, but the pearly gates are I can't even tell you. I can't even begin to explain, because they aren't just as white as this piece of paper. They're not that white. They're brighter. They're much brighter than like I said. hang on. I will show you. They are much brighter than this, than a sheet of paper. And they glow. And they glow, of all things. I've been a lot of places. I've seen a lot of things. But to meet your daughter before she's born, that's crazy. But I did. And I think I have an idea why. But yeah, so she wasn't, it was a whole thing. She wasn't supposed to be. I wasn't supposed to have her. And I did. And she's my miracle. And yeah. So there's that. But there's a lot of things that he's done that are blessings, and I thank him. I thank him so much because I have everything to live for. I have everything to be here for. So yeah. It was just put onto me, and he said read Joel. And I did. And so I really want people out there to know that if something is going on, you're struggling, whatever it happens to be, we all struggle. I want you to know that you're not alone. Talk to a pastor, a church. Talk to somebody. Talk to somebody. Because we're never alone in this world. There's always going to be somebody who understands. There's always going to be somebody who has a kind heart. So, with that being said, I'm out. I just wanted to share that today. So yeah. Peace out.